Canon makes it so much easier to be able to vlog in the car. I don't know why I never went with Canon. So what is going on, guys? Chris here, bringing you another video. And today, well, I know everyone and their grandma or their brother or anyone is Christmas shopping, and well, I'm a victim of it because that's what I'm doing too. But luckily I just finished my Christmas shopping, and if you're new to this channel, well, go ahead and make sure to look around, make sure to maybe subscribe if you want future content. And we are in a traffic jam because no one knows how to do a four-way stop, and that's the thing I don't get. A four-way stop, you know, one car goes, the other car goes, you know, the person who has the right-of-way goes, right? Well, apparently not to these people. So we're gonna try to figure this out, and we're gonna do this. We are going to, I'm literally trying to go left because that's where I need to go, but I think I might just go straight, but dude's gonna just go ahead and cut me off, so that's cool too. That is definitely the Christmas spirit, because that is definitely the holiday spirit, because hey, when you're in a hurry, doesn't matter. As long as you got that gift for that person, that's all that matters. I just left Hobby Lobby, and the thing I like about Hobby Lobby is they have great signs for any occasion. And not even signs or whatever that may be. But the thing that I love about Hobby Lobby is it's a place where everyone can, you know, they have something for everyone. And being a car guy, they have the car section, and being, you know, I'm a diehard Philly fan as well. Football, you know, I'm a diehard Eagles fan, and we're doing pretty good this season, even though Carson Wentz is done for the season. But hopefully Nick Foles will pull it out, but who knows. So enough of that. So today's video and today's topic is I'm going to be talking about the 2018 Mustang GT that I reviewed last week. Now, if you haven't seen that video, it will be in the link of the description below, so make sure to check that out. It is kind of a longer video. I believe it's actually 27 minutes long and some change, but did I mean for it to be that long? No. But was there anything, I wanted to pretty much cover everything based on the car, and with a hookup from a friend of mine, I was able to do that, and I hope Ford saw it. It wasn't the best review, trust me, by a long mile, but I tried to cover everything, and I had Andrew come along, and he's a sales rep for Ford and personally has owned multiple Mustang 5.0s and a GT350 that will hopefully end up on the channel pretty soon because he wants me to review it. And all I can tell you is it's a badass GT350. So let's get into the 2018 Mustang. Now, right offhand, was I a person that was, you know, when I first saw the 2018 Mustang, the renderings and all the pictures and all the glory of, you know, here's the 18 Mustang with the facelift and everything, you know, we added a little bit of power. The 5.0 is now direct injection, you know. See, that's the thing, like, people don't know how to walk, like, I don't know. People just walk out in front of cars, and driving a Mustang, you know, crowd control, I try to control the car, but the crowd doesn't control itself. It's a neck breaker. But getting into the Mustang, my first impression, like, of seeing one up close, even the 18 GT350, and now I believe the GT350 has a different front face and all that. Well, it looked a hell of a lot better in person. Now, some people can't get over it or whatever, but when I first saw this car in person, I was really interested in reviewing the car. So people had already asked to review the car, and they pretty much, the general manager just like kind of kept saying no, like he doesn't want anybody touching the car. You know, the car hadn't been driven. The car was actually inside the building on the showroom floor where it took place. The GT350 that anyone that follows me on Snapchat, you know, they saw that I posted that on Snapchat, the new GT350, and it's a beautiful cop orange. And the 18 Mustang, well, the GT350 took its place on the showroom floor, so they pushed the Mustang out to the road or on the parking lot, sales lot, whatever. So I'm paying attention, but I'm trying to make sure, you know, like if I can go or not. But so first, sitting in the car, that's what really, you know, that's what really took my eyesight. I was like, Ford did a great job. Even though I've been in plenty of 15s and 17s and 16s, you know, I've ridden an EcoBoost to the premium track packs to just a regular base model 15. You know, Ford did a great job with the interior. And then sitting in an 18, it was like, holy crap. They, you know, Ford nailed it with everything. Their cargo seats were comfortable, the trim, you know, the colors and everything all matched the door panels. The buttons, you know, there's no big difference in the buttons, but it definitely felt like Ford took its time, and especially in kind of like the My Color and the dash integrate, how you can just change everything with the switch of a button and you can control everything on your steering wheel. Well, Ford really took their time with that, and I was most impressed with that. That's one thing that I love about the 18 Mustang. And everything felt, you know, really comfortable driving the car. The car was, you know, it didn't feel like the car was just wanting to go everywhere. The car felt stiff, sturdy, wanting to go and ready, with a new magnetic suspension and just a turn of a knob. You know, you can adjust the active exhaust, and you have 4 different modes. And then I'm liking how these companies like MagnaFlow that I've seen on Instagram, they came out with a system that integrates the active exhaust. So that way you're not just like my car, you just have one tone, and that tone either gets quieter or it doesn't, depending on how much your foot is on the gas. So you have like neighbor mode, which I'm actually pretty impressed. Not that I would personally care, but neighbor mode is like, you can set your car, it's kind of like a remote start, or you can go out and start your car and you can set it to a different time, like certain times where it's quiet, and it's not going to be allowed to piss off everyone in the neighborhood. Say if you got to leave at like 5:30, you know, it's going to be super quiet. It's not going to be like obnoxiously loud. And then if you want that, you can just turn it to track mode or sport mode. Sport mode was my favorite. Track mode kind of sounds like my car now. So imagine if you had an exhaust, you know, like a MagnaFlow or Borla on your car, and you did that, that would be pretty badass. And then for the looks of the car, the front, I do like. I don't hate it as much. Do I like the 15 to 17 front look better? Yes. Did Ford did a good job with it? Yeah, not bad, but I prefer the 15 to 17, but I love the rear end of the car. The taillights and the quad tip exhaust. I'm a big fan of the quad tip exhaust. And if you're new to this channel, well, make sure to check out the exhaust video somewhere on this channel. Just scroll down and you'll see that I have quad tips on my car. And how did I do that? Well, I trimmed the bumper. It's a Cobra bumper. I trimmed where the black part is, and then I just got it welded on. So that's pretty much how you do it. It's pretty simple, and it's about $180 off stangmods.com for the pair of quad tips. Not everyone likes them, but I love them, and I think Ford should have integrated those in the new Edge, because it would have been a hell of a lot better. That's just a lot of things that lets me down, is Ford is finally doing all these things with the Mustang, and you would think that they would have already done it. And like the magnetic ride suspension, now I can maybe understand that, but the active exhaust, I thought they would have maybe already did that. You know, quad tips, I thought they would have maybe already went ahead and did that too. But I don't know, I think Ford's just kind of like taking its time, and that's the only thing I don't like. It's just like they take their time on stuff, and they're just really slow about it. But, you know, it just makes us wait and gives us something to look forward to. It's like a Star Wars movie. You wait and wait and wait, and you're like, this was awesome. Why the hell did they never do this before? And then you gotta wait another 2 years for the Star Wars movie to come out. And by the way, if you haven't seen it, I liked it personally. Some things I was kind of let down about, but it's like a Mustang. Some things I was let down about, but hey, I liked it overall. Now, getting into the power of the Mustang, my motor is 435 crank horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. This one's rated at 460 and 420 foot-pounds of torque, I believe. And the car went, and the car's fast for what it is. For NA car, not, you know, tuned and all that, the car's fast, yes. Was I impressed with the power? Not bad, but I'm really used to it, honestly. I drive a lighter car, and, you know, I probably make around the same power since I'm tuned and everything and have a complete exhaust and stuff. Now, if you chain, you know, you add exhaust, a resonator delete and stuff like that, a tune and intake to this N18, it's going to be a little faster, yes. And especially on E85, I think you would definitely really feel a difference between my car and that car. And then my number one thing on that car that I love so much was a magnetic ride suspension. They took it from the GT350, as they did also the active exhaust, and it feels so great. Suspension companies are going to have a blast you know, doing what they do now, but it's going to be so much more fun. The car was smooth, the car handled. Now, it was a dealer car, and I couldn't take it 100 miles an hour. The highest I believe I got it up to was maybe 70, 80-ish. And those were on back roads, turns, and stuff like that. Just really testing the car out. You really felt that the car planted itself around corners. It wasn't understeering and oversteering, wanted to go this way, wanted to go that way. It was planned, firm, and when you went around a turn, it was like it knew what you were doing. And that was my #1 favorite thing about the car, besides the active exhaust. I love that. But besides the look of the car and everything, and the power and the new motor, and can't wait to see what people are going to do with these cars and stuff like that. Even coyote swaps. The magnetic ride, I love it. If I could buy an 18, even though I'm not a huge fan of the front fascia, there's always the aftermarket one for that, and of course I would do that. This car, my car alone, is not stock, except for maybe the center console. Everything else is aftermarket, except for some of the body parts of the car. But I would change so much, and I would have so much fun with that car. Like, I would love, like, before the 18 came out, I would have loved to have a 15 to 17. I love the way they look. 11 to 14, you know, since I've seen the 15 to 17s, I just feel like the 18s and up, the 15s to the 18s are now just that much better, and I would rather have something new like that. The 18, I would so totally trade my car in right now, or sell my car and buy an 18 if I could have. I think I could afford it, but it's to the point where I don't want a car note, and I've already done what I've done, and my car is, I'm known for this car, and I'm going to keep this car. But if I could sell it or buy another car, it would definitely be an 18 Mustang. And the one complaint I have, like I said earlier in this video, it takes Ford so long to do certain stuff. You're just like, why don't they do that already? Why haven't they done that? Now they're doing that. Okay, everyone else has done that, but now you're just on board. Why do they still utilize the hood prop? I feel like it's the only letdown. It's like the cheapest part. It probably takes them like $10, you know, to have a set of hood struts. I had to buy an aftermarket set of hood struts for my car. I bought them from American Muscle, and literally they're like 80 bucks. They're cheap. It's one of the cheapest mods you can do. And why does Ford? Why? I mean, come on, guys. Even the Focus RS, I think, has a hood prop. Come on. Get with the program. Aftermarket companies are still going to be able to sell hood props, I'm sure. You know, 2020 Mustang, say it has hood struts. There's going to be companies out there still making, you know, ours is better than the factory ones. They're still going to do that. They're still going to have carbon fiber ones or chrome, if you're a fan of whatever. But that was my only complaint. Overall, guys, the 18 Mustang was a blast to drive. I would so totally buy one. I loved it, and it's a great sports car. It is a great car to start out in, and it's a great car to just roll into and then build over time. There's a great power band there, and there's so much you can do with it. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to smash that like button, and make sure to share this, and subscribe to this channel if you want future content on Mustangs and whatever comes along my way and I'm interested in or whatever, putting on this channel. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers, and as a YouTuber, I guess, I don't know. Someone that just does it as part-time or hobby or whatever you want to call it. I enjoy making these videos, and I had a blast, and I'm having a blast. So let's keep it going. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.